welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Brant, and I'm here to share with you another comic review of a new book that came out this week, Wonder Twins issue number 1. Now, that may sound familiar to you that are nostalgic, have watched old stuff, or remember it when it aired. Super Friends, where you had Zan and Jayna, the Wonder Twins, on there, and they were kind of like sidekicks in a way. They weren't like the most impressive heroes. They did their Wonder Twin powers activate, and one of them turned into a form of water and the other one a shape of an animal. So, often there was an eagle carrying around a bucket of ice or a bucket of water, that kind of thing. Kind of joke characters, and that's why we haven't really seen them in comics. But now, with Brian Michael Bendis' led Wonder Comics line, we have Wonder Twins in publication out this week. This is written by Mark Russell with art by Stephen Byrne, letters by Dave Sharp, and so a really interesting take on the Wonder Twins, Zan and Jayna. It keeps some of the humor and some of the quote-unquote lame aspects of the Wonder Twins. There's kind of a joke where Batman and Wonder Woman are being told by Superman what their powers are, and they're like, huh, that kind of thing. And it's a pretty fun issue, and it focuses on them kind of acclimating to Earth and going to high school and things like that, where Jayna's kind of shy, but she's being like forced to do announcements in the office, and Zan thinks he's the coolest guy in the world, and he's trying to find a nickname, and then things kind of go awry from there. It's really interesting, and it opens up this whole, this was in the preview pages that they released in all the books over the past month, where Zan is like giving a speech, or giving a report on like his family history and everything, and he explains how when there's a thunderstorm on their planet, I think it's called Exor, everybody starts ripping their clothes off and kind of going crazy, and people, men shape into women and women shape into animals, and all this kind of weird sexual stuff going on called the Thunderlust, and it just like sets the tone immediately for this book, and it's like, what the heck did I just read? And part of it is Zan gets his Thunderlust, and that kind of plays into stories from Batman and Superman on awkward high school moments between those, with those two, between girls, which was interesting. But what intrigues me about this book and this series is that Superman alludes to some reason why they basically had to exile themselves from their planet. Something happened, something they did, or something they were involved with, and they have to go, and Superman offers to take them to Earth with him and kind of take them under his wing. And they also are able to like defeat a villain that the Justice League couldn't figure out how to do. So it was really interesting. We got to see nostalgic stuff like the supercomputer coming back and things like that. So I actually really enjoyed the issue. I thought it was fun. I thought it had just enough nostalgia and just enough weirdness. And it's funny, the issue is called It Gets Weirder. Just enough weirdness and stuff to make it modern and interesting, and kind of make these characters a little bit more compelling than maybe they previously were. Like I said, they were kind of on Aquaman level, back then. They were kind of lame and kind of throwaway characters, and it's like, what, the Wonder Twins, you remember them because it's like, who doesn't remember that fun stuff turning into animals and water, and how goofy that was. But they did something different with that, and I thought it was very interesting, and adding this whole thing with their planet and this Thunderlust stuff and all that stuff. It's going to be interesting to see where exactly Mark Russell takes this concept. But I say, either if you remember them, whether you think they were lame or cool or whatever, and you just want that nostalgia kick, this is going to get you. If you're looking for something new and fresh, with a little slice of comedy, maybe even a little bit satirical, this is going to be up your alley as well. And the art is very nice in this book also, so I highly recommend this one. I think this was a very solid first issue, and if you've been on the fence about it, not sure what to expect from it, I don't think it's going to be what you expect, but I think you're going to have fun with it. So that's my take on Wonder Twins issue number 1. So if you like this review and this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe and notification bell so you get updates on all the content going up to this channel. You can follow me at Brant Fowler on Facebook and Twitter, at Last Ember Press on Instagram. And until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you real soon. Bye.